Hey everybody, this is Jay from the Forum Group. Today I want to talk about days on market, what it actually means, and how days on market averages basically dictate and show what kind of marketplace we're in, whether it's a buyer's market, seller's market, or a neutral market. So first and foremost, days on market is just simply how long the house from listing to sold, how long the property has been on the market. So, let's take in consideration it's a normalized marketplace where it's still going to be a seller's market, but it's not as aggressive. So, when that takes place, the first thing is from when it's listed to actually goes on the contract, it really depends on the time of year that we're in. So springtime typically is obviously the best time, the busiest time for us being realtors and home selling and buyers buying, because it's beautiful out and it's nice, and we're getting over the winter months where everybody's cooped in and they want to change the scenery or get it out of an apartment to an actual home that they own. Another thing is, what's the condition of the house? Because if the house is in poor shape, regardless of the price point, because the price is very important, it's going to match the condition in order for it to sell. But if it needs a lot of repairs, there might be less people that are more apt to purchase the home. So that's another indicator as far as the days on market is concerned for a particular house. And then you have obviously, what type of marketplace is it? Is it a buyer's market, seller's market? Obviously, in this marketplace right now, houses are going in about 4 to 5 days from listing to actually going under contract. Once it's under contract, it depends on what kind of finance, and we've discussed this in the past. So, first is, a cash offer. So a cash offer can close in about 14 to 21 days, depending on how long it takes for title to come back. Conventional, you're looking at about 30 days to close. And then FHA, government-backed loans, FHA, VA, Rhode Island Housing, and USDA for 45 days. And then a rehab loan, you're looking at about a 60-day close. Now, there's going to be nuances, like, does a buyer have to sell something? Does a seller have to buy something? That's going to kind of, either lengthen or shorten the days on marketplace. But in general, we're looking at the averages, which is the norm to give us a days on market. So when we have the days on market, and, to really understand and know what type of marketplace we're in, 6 months worth of inventory is considered neutral. So anything less than 6 months, it starts to become a seller's market, and anything more than 6 months, it becomes a buyer's market. Now, literally, what that means is, say, in a seller's market, and days on market average is, say, 30 days. So what that means is, if tomorrow there was no other home listed for sale, it would take 30 days to deplete that inventory that's there, and then there would be zero. So the longer it takes for a property, for properties to sell, the more inventory there is, and the closer you get to either a neutral or buyer's market. And same thing with buyer's market. Say there's 7 months worth of inventory. So that means if we stop today, it would take 7 months for that inventory to clear out, which is indicating that there are many houses for sale. There's many houses for sale for people to choose from. So that's really the big indicator and main point is to that days on market, and that's why it's really important to take a look at, from a seller's perspective, and then it kind of breaks down to actual areas themselves, so like I said, days on market, in Cranston is going to be a little different than, say, East Providence or North Providence. And then it even breaks down further into, certain areas. But again, this marketplace, everything's really going fast, so it's really hard to use this market as a sample. But overall, that's what the marketplace really is dictated by. And like I mentioned, it's it's important to really look at that, because what that's doing is determining, what price point you should be putting a home at if you're listing your house. Because again, if there's days on market's higher, that means there's more inventory available, and you may have to be a little more, give incentives, free home inspections prior to listing, home warranties at closing, maybe price the value of the property, or the asking price of the property, 3% below what everything's selling for. So that way, at least you're getting people's eyes, and you're getting the people to drive in to take a look at it, and then hopefully producing the multiple offer situations. In this marketplace, let's face it, you price it properly, you put it on the market, it's selling very fast. I actually feel bad sometimes. I've told a couple, agents that I feel bad for new agents, because they're not learning and sharpening their skills as far as negotiations are concerned. You're just putting a house on the market as long as it's properly priced. You're picking the best offer, and that's it. I hope this information was helpful. And if you want, if you can, just click like and subscribe on the bottom, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.